Yeah, you can lie about it, but it's not gonna change a thing. Maybe you'll try to hide it. Pull down the curtain where the light comes in. Baby, we walked this road so many times before, but you always stop at my door. Yeah, maybe we'll fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now. This is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins, I can forget about you. Live out my days like it's still the same. There's still a part inside you, closing me out like I'm to blame. Yeah, we can fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now. This is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is how it goes when a heart like yours beats a heart like mine. We could turn all the words to raps, but a love like ours will break with time. It will break with time. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now. This is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this shows. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now. This is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins.
What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Dolly back in the house again, and I think PJ is absolutely frozen. So give her 1 second to load back in. Now, if you're just tuning in, right now is usually where I would be like, PJ, tell them what they should do. This is where you guys hit the like button. Give it 1 second, and PJ will be back. We got some good stuff to go over with you tonight. From Summer Wells to Rex Huberman to Lil Tay, all right, Lindsay, Shiver, and more. Now, give me 1 second and let's see where the other half is to the PJ and Dolly show, because right now it looks like it's just a Dolly show. Getting ready to go camping. Good to see you guys. Hey, Paper Cut Tina, happy girl. All right. She must be having some technical difficulties. What's up, William? Good to see you. So we'll give her just a couple seconds to jump back in, because I don't want to jump into all this without her here with me. So we love Dolly. It's good to see you guys. So as you see, I'm still here with you guys. Okay, PJ is back. Okay, PJ.
Hey.
You froze on me. You froze on me.
I don't know what happened. The whole thing crashed.
Okay, so as I would usually say, is Dolly, the lovely PJ. Right about now, PJ, what should they do?
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Look, guys, we had like almost 800 likes on the video on the last one. Let's see if we could hit 1,000, because me and PJ ain't hit 1,000 likes yet. So do us a favor, hit that like button. We got some awesome stuff to talk about. I told him a little bit, PJ. I told him
Okay.
just a little bit. What do you want to jump into first? You want to go into the little Tay thing?
There's not really that much to go into with Lil Tay. Apparently, they aren't dead.
Yeah, they ain't dead. That's the whole story. Good to see you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
No, bye.
Okay.
No.
Later.
I mean, I don't think anyone's officially explained what the issue was or what the confusion was. I think she's stating that she got hacked, but I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I think that's some old BS. You know what I'm saying? Because she had plenty of time to come up on social media when the rumors were going around and say, "Hey, I ain't
Right.
dead." But she
When
did.
they asked for the father, they asked the father of confirmation to whether or not she had passed or not, and he just basically was like, "No comment."
Yeah,
Okay.
it's some Carly Russell stuff, but
Yeah.
with a fake internet YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
faking your
Now
death.
we're
It's faking your
advancing from
disappearance.
going to being kidnapped to being dead. I mean,
Dead, yeah. That's the progression of it, you know.
children that
First you
cry
start off
wolf.
faking your
Yeah.
kidnap, and now you're faking your death. And you know, TMZ did pull their story. You were right. Remember, you said you seen it on TMZ.
I know. I thought I was losing my mind.
You didn't. They pulled the story because they realized it was a hoax too, and they tried to do damage control.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm
yeah,
glad
they
I
pulled.
wasn't losing my mind.
That's why I told you when you said it to me, I said, well, go find another reputable news source. And it was on another good news
It
source.
was.
I wonder if they pulled their story too.
I don't
And
know. Why would they pull it though? Why can't they just issue a redaction or say, hey, we got punked? I mean,
we got punked by a 14-year-old kid that faked their death on Instagram.
well, I mean, if you really think about it, how do you verify that somebody's passed away? I mean, you're not going to be like, okay, let's show me proof, because
I'm on
usually you're getting
no,
that type of
TJ.
news. You're usually getting that type of news from somebody that's a parent or management that's close, that's grieving. So you're not going to be insensitive and be like, prove it or else it didn't happen.
Okay, trust me, PJ. If I died today and you came up here crying and said Dolly's dead, people would want to see proof. I know they would. There'd be hate channels out. He ain't dead. He's faking.
No, I mean, if I came, no. See, we're not even going to talk about a pretend scenario like that. What is wrong with you?
Oh, okay. Okay, so the basic story of the Lil Tay thing, big old hoax. The girl ain't dead at 14 from unknown reasons. She she played, if she didn't start this, she really played along with it, and she shouldn't have, because now when you die, nobody's going to care.
Right.
So that's
we're
a
just
bad.
becoming really desensitized to
But is it going to help her in the internet? Because bad press is sometimes good press, and we've been seeing that. Like when people hate on you, all their viewers come and watch
That's a
you.
good question.
So
I don't know.
and I think that's the bad thing about it is the more attention you draw on yourself, especially when you're in a business where it's ad revenue, that you're going to try to bring that attention to you, in these crazy extreme kind of ways, like faking your death or going missing, or you fake an injury or just something crazy for shock value.
It's funny that you said that whole story of what if you went missing or you were dead or whatever. Well, you were kind of MIA today. I know I got about 1,500 million messages on where you were at and if you were alive and.
Well, yes, guys, of course I'm alive. Okay.
There he is.
I was flying around the country on a private jet with Mr. Ernie Shell. Okay. So
oh, Lord.
My lawyer handled everything in court today for me. Okay. So I was out with lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And Dolly is perfectly fine, just like I told everybody I would be. Now the saga still continues. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
But that's just the price of life. So what else do we got on the chopping block, PJ?
I actually dug into the story of ALEXEE TREVIZO. I thought I could say that. I practiced it before I started. I must be real tired. But it's the girl that gave birth to the baby in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. That's her name.
And yeah, ALEXEE. I'm not even going to try it. I'm too tired, I guess. She was 19. I thought she was a little bit older than that, but she was 19. And what actually is happening is that her family lawyer is going to attempt to sue the hospital civilly. So this isn't even her case against her for allegedly killing her child.
Yeah.
This is a whole nother thing, and it's almost like a pre-trial to a trial to come. So I feel like almost they're going to test the waters out with this whole the hospital messed up.
So if they
theory.
win the lawsuit, they'll be able to use that in a criminal case that she was under the influence of medicines that the hospital
Yes.
shouldn't have gave her,
Yes.
blah, blah, blah.
Well, I
She's
have all the details. I wrote down every single detail as to what happened because, I mean, I was familiar with the story, but I had just seen the headline of the nurse or the hospital being to blame, and so I didn't really get that part, but I took all that down. Apparently,
let me ask you this real fast, not to throw you off. I don't follow politics. Is abortion legal in this country? Like, can you go get an abortion?
I don't know. I think certain states outlawed it, but I think certain states still have it available. I think
I really don't know. I don't know, but I can't understand if you don't want a baby and these options are available, why would you go full term with a baby and then throw it in the trash? Why wouldn't you just say, 3 months in, let me go, or 2 months in, or whatever? I don't really know that. I ain't a woman. So, but I just don't understand why at this point, to me, it's murder. To me, honestly.
The way that the baby was found inside of a bag, tied off, and then she put an extra trash bag, like a brand new trash bag liner, into the trash can on top of the baby in the bag. So,
what did they think? Baby died from suffocation? Did they know the baby was alive at birth?
Yeah. They determined the baby had oxygen in his lungs, and so the only way for you not to exhale and release the oxygen is if you were it was trapped in there by suffocation.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Trigger warning.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, when she did it and they had the videos and stuff out, I just like, man, this is horrible. But like I said, if it's a case of she's mental, then I think get her help, and maybe she don't deserve the rest of her life in prison. If she's perfectly fine and just a spoiled ass brat like you was trying to mention the other day, then I say she gets life in prison, nothing less.
I mean, it's hard to tell just based off of the little bits of video that you see of her. I actually reviewed that again when I was.
It may have been too late when she realized she was pregnant.
No, that's she claims that she didn't know. That's what the lawyer's trying to say, that she didn't know. But she's visibly pregnant. She was, prior to coming to the emergency room, she had a 4-hour cheerleading practice. And so that's like strenuous workout exercise type scenario. And then that, I guess, led her go into labor. But she claims to not have known. But when she got there, she was questioned, like, is it possible you could be pregnant? She's like, no, I've never had sex before. And no, absolutely not. And so they start treating her for the back pain because she's having excruciating back pain. What?
I got one question. This is going to be for the replay crew. And I'm a man, so I don't know this. Women out there, and this is for the people in the chat, but I would also definitely want y'all to answer this in the comment box after this video. I'm talking naturally. When you got pregnant, okay, for women that have had a baby, when did you naturally know you were pregnant? Okay, how long did it take you to realize you were pregnant? Because some people, I know they miss their cycle sometimes and it's late or something like that. But just in the comment box, how long did it take you to now? I ain't saying you went and took a pregnancy test, but you just knew you were pregnant. Some people might be like instantly or day one, but that's just curious. That is my question for the replay crew. Go ahead, PJ.
Yeah, that's going to differ based on everybody because some people are more sensitive. Like, I feel things.
Yeah, but do you think you could have not known? Is it possible you could be pregnant and not known? That's my second question.
I saw somebody in the chat say that she had a name picked out for this little boy. And I know that the baby's daddy, like I think it was her boyfriend, and then another man that was there that was the baby daddy. So, like, I don't think that he would have been called to be there had they not known. Plus, you can't look at her photo in her cheerleading outfit and she looks pregnant. There's no possible way. That's not, oh, I had too many cheeseburgers today. Period.
Yeah, maybe she thought she had like acid reflux or like indigestion. or something. You know, I don't know. I ain't never been pregnant. I don't know what it's like. I'm sure when something kicks you in the damn rib, you would know you were pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Bam! Oh, damn!
Yeah.
A kidney just kicked me. That ain't happening. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
I
apparently
mean,
she's pregnant.
oh, somebody's saying her boyfriend is the baby's dad, so I was wrong. But ultimately, just the way that they were acting by just denying things. Then when she said she had to go to the bathroom, you saw her on camera running to the bathroom, and then she locked herself in the bathroom. So they literally had to get the key to get her out of the bathroom. And then when they opened the door and went in, it was like a bloody scene that she was trying to clean up. And so then they take her out, take her back to the room. They're afraid she's hurt herself because at this point they've gotten the pregnancy test back. And so they're trying to do an assessment on her, make sure she didn't hurt herself or do something to herself because, it's a bloody scene in the bathroom. And then by that point in time, all of it had calmed down. They now know she's pregnant. And then the nurse goes to clean off the bathroom. And that's when they discover the baby. And that's when she was in trouble. And I cannot get over the fact that they were like, why would you do that? And there's going to have to be an investigation. And she's saying over and over, nothing was crying. She said it like 4 times. Nothing was crying.
Nothing was crying. So maybe, well, you said the baby had oxygen in its lungs, and usually a baby cries as soon as it takes its first breath. So
Not necessarily. My baby didn't cry for a minute, and I thought there was something wrong with her.
Okay. Well, yeah, she's most likely going to spend the rest of her life in prison, PJ. She don't seem to be insane. There's no previous stuff coming out about her doing anything crazy. And I just find it hard to believe you don't know that you're pregnant all the way up until giving birth. That baby had to be kicking, had to be moving around. What did she think was moving? Did she think an alien was inside? What did she think?
I don't buy that she didn't know. I just don't. She was a small figured girl. You could clear as day tell. It's just, I don't know. And then, like I said, the mom, I discussed this yesterday. The mom, you're not going to say, hey, clearly you're pregnant to a stranger. But if this is your child and you see your 19-year-old child walking around clear as day, pregnant, like this child was 9 months. She was full term. So,
and and she's saying she's never had sex. Like, what did she give birth to? Baby Jesus?
That's what she was trying to say to the hospital staff, because it's typical for them to ask those kinds of questions. If you come in with lower back pain, you're showing every single signs and symptom of being pregnant. So the nurse staff, of course, is alerted, saying, okay, have you been?
I mean, the biggest sign of pregnant is your stomach's over there kicking. Okay.
Yeah.
I see a handprint sticking out your belly. It looks like Freddy Krueger's going to stretch out your ass. So you would not, that's especially on a smaller girl.
Yeah.
I just find that insane. And she made a terrible decision, and she's probably going to pay for that with her life, the rest of her life. And whatever she did, however time she gets, she's destroyed her life behind it.
Oh, she has. She really has.
I
mean, it's sad. Then the whole purpose of my recapping this, the lawyer said that basically he tried to portray that the hospital didn't tell her she was pregnant. Like, I just couldn't. I was just sitting here listening, trying to overplay the sound of the tape over you guys because you guys are so loud. But I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. Is because basically the hospital staff, she said she hid in the bathroom, and the attorney's like, oh no, she just went to the bathroom and y'all couldn't even bother to tell her that she was pregnant. Like, what's wrong with you guys? He made it seem like it's everybody else's fault but hers. And the amount of morphine they gave her, it doesn't make any sense. It's almost a joke. I can't even believe they're attempting, like, it's almost offensive to go through the whole motion of this whole court case.
Oh, we done lost. Oh, you're back. I thought we lost you for a minute.
Nope.
Okay, because you went down off the screen. So yeah, like I said, whatever she does at this point, she's destroyed her life. Hopefully she don't get pregnant with any more kids. I think when you do something like this, you should never be able to have kids again, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, they need to tie her tubes. Okay,
Yeah.
so speaking of tying people and things of that nature, what about this Rex Huberman?
Oh, he got um a request by the court to submit more DNA evidence.
Yeah,
And
because I guess the DNA they got from him, what is it? A different type of DNA? They want that swab DNA from him,
yeah,
right?
it was a piece of pizza crust that was part of one of the DNA samples they had from him. But I believe his lawyer was trying to
Get a sample without anchovies.
no, he was trying to not have him submit the DNA sample, and it
Uh-huh.
got requested again, and I believe he has to now.
I hear, I know this is, since we are on serial killers, and everybody still don't think Brian Culber's a serial killer. I do.
I do too.
I'm hearing they're trying to force the defense is trying to force them to release a lot of the DNA evidence.
Of
So they
that case?
dispute it. Yeah.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. They want it out. Why would the defense want his DNA information out there to test and things like that? So I guess they think it's something to it. I mean, not to throw you off topic, but that's
actually interesting. Because isn't the only evidence of DNA of his that came from the sheath?
Yeah, and like I said, they're going to dispute how this stuff was handled, and then you got to remember that the crime scene has been possibly contaminated. We got some weird, twisted information.
Where's all the blood?
Where's any other blood that in his car, in his house, in his anything? There's nothing else.
There's just no.
I still think he's guilty. I just don't understand did he play a game? Okay. Did he play a game where he left his sheath and things of this, knowing he was gonna get caught for the fame of it, thinking he's gonna do enough to let him know it's him, but enough that he could beat? You understand what I'm saying? Like they're gonna know it's me, but you ain't gonna have enough to convict me.
That just seems like a fairy tale. It doesn't
Or did
seem
he
like
just
real
make
life.
a mistake? Or does he just make a fucking idiot mistake and he drops the sheath?
I still can't. None of that matters to me. I just instantly just go back to ER setting and somebody being cut and there being blood. I just can't comprehend what happened to all the blood. He could have had all the surgical equipment on. Where did he throw it away at? Where did he dispose of it?
And why ain't there none of it in the car? And if they knew about the car and they knew about him, why didn't they seize the car immediately so
right away so he couldn't clean it?
So they couldn't clean it.
Exactly.
And just the lies in the beginning that they told, that the roommates were in the basement.
Why did the roommates wait 6 hours to call 911?
Yeah, I know I off tracked you on the REX stuff so bad.
No, I mean that's totally fine. And
but it still goes
said the judge ordered him to submit the mouth swab. It's basically the story anyway for Rex. So,
and I think once they get a better sample, because it was probably mixed with a little bit of stuff, and they probably didn't get a full sample. I think that's why they want that. They wanted all of it, and then they're going to try to
because they'll have the full DNA panel, and they'll be able to possibly tie him to other people and crimes.
Yeah, I don't know what game Brian Kohlberger's defense is playing, but they definitely want this DNA evidence out there. And
he was just driving around though.
The whole knife sheath thing is the craziest part. Other than that, the Bethany seeing him, Dylan seeing him and not calling the police, that is the craziest part of that. And right now, PJ, we got almost 600 people in the room with us. So guys, if you have it, like we're going to try to hit 1,000, trying to hit 1,000.
Lolo,
hit that like, hit that like for us. Lolo says hit the like button. Okay.
She's say hi. Say hit the like. Hit it.
Okay. So Rex, he's gonna. What if he decides he don't want to give up? Would they force it from him?
I think he's been ordered by a judge. He don't have a choice.
But you already in jail for murder. You can order people to do a lot of things. That don't mean I'm coming out my cell and doing it.
I'm pretty sure they'll have a way to get it from him if he won't. I don't know.
Yeah, they might have to strap him down and forcefully take it if he won't voluntarily give it to you.
Can they do that? I don't know nothing about that.
The court can order your DNA, but if you ain't going to voluntarily give it, they're going to forcefully take it.
Yeah, I mean, they needed to make sure that it was him, but I mean, that'll incriminate him if he's the bad guy. So I don't know. I don't know how that
Well, I
works.
mean, I think he's done with 3 murders. At this point,
Yeah,
you're never getting out of prison. It don't matter if they tie 30 more murders to him. At this point, he's never
I
getting
know.
out. If he
They're
was
gonna
a killer,
add life sentences to his charges, like the other character.
and a lot of serial killers are like this. As soon as they're caught, they're like, "Oh yeah, I killed him, and I killed 37 other women." They
Yeah.
usually, once they know they're done, like it's a wrap. You're never seeing daylight again. Your freedom is done whatsoever. They usually just tell because they want the fame from it. They want to be on the news. They want to be able to go out to prison and show people where the bodies are. So,
Yeah, Darzella said, yeah, they can force him. They forced Bundy to do the teeth imprint and then strap him down. Yeah.
see, that's I know they'll forcefully take it if you won't willingly give it. And
Sucks to be him.
yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they're not going for blood. I think blood would be the most accurate form
I
of
don't know.
DNA,
That's a good question. Yeah. I don't
but
know.
they want the mouth swab. But I hear the mouth swab's just as good, you know what I'm saying, because it has the skin cells on it. But
Yeah.
I would think blood would be just as good. I don't know either or, but
It's
I
called
guess
a buccal swab.
it's easier to take the mouth swab from people.
Mav said it's called the buccal swab.
The buckle swab when they buckle you down and swab you.
I get no, that's what the mouth swab is called. But
Oh,
yeah.
well, you're a murderer.
See,
That's
and
what.
this is some Ryan Upchurch type stuff, and I actually kind of agree. The odd thing about the Idaho 4, has anyone seen pictures of them bringing the bodies out the house? No.
That's some. Every time there's something weird, is it some Upchurch stuff now?
Uh-huh. Because
Okay.
I mean, you're not allowed to question anything without being called a conspiracy theorist. It's
Well, I
the
did
world we
see
live in.
I did see his video, and he's asking questions now. And I think it's better to ask questions than make statements. Okay.
Yeah.
You can, well, why don't y'all try to make this make sense to me instead of saying, hey, this girl don't exist,
Yeah.
So now he's on the
clearly
right
he was
page.
frustrated.
He's asking them questions like, why is there no pictures? Why is there no this? You have the right to ask those questions. But when you get up there and you just like, she ain't
Yeah.
real, well, you're not 100 on that. You might be, in your mind, you might be 98.9, but there's still that percentage you wrong. So you probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Thing,
No, I don't agree with what he said,
Until
but
you
at the same
100.
time,
You 100.
I could feel the frustration almost. But yeah, he shouldn't have said that. So
I think the biggest thing of that was what I touched on is, yeah, he was asking questions and some of it was crazy and it went all over the place. But in the end of the day, do you want to sue somebody that gave $200,000, $100,000 car to Jarrett, which was a weirdo, and then he gave the Hellcat to Doug, which is okay. I like Doug. Then he gave $100,000 cash to Jarrett, right? The weirdo. And do you sue that guy? Nobody else was giving up money for your kid. Nobody. That's that's what I feel bad for Upchurch, because I know he said a bunch of crazy stuff that seems crazy to some people, but he also has a heart of gold and he was trying to help their daughter with hundreds of thousands.
I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
It was bigger than the reward that was for her.
Yep.
So that's a hard one.
In the video, he explains why he did it. He actually gave the car away thinking like, if the kids that were at the party saw something, they would come out and say it because they would want the Hellcat. And that's brilliant. Like,
hell yeah, Dolly would want that Hellcat. If I seen it, I'd be telling everybody, let me get that Hellcat up there. You know what I'm saying? So I think so. A kid would, for that car, kids would talk, right? And I just think that, he said some things that were, probably not the best things to say. But in the end, like I said, he was only one willing to give up that money. And I don't think you go after that person.
I don't really think so either, considering I don't think they lost monetary value.
For the 600 people that are here with us and the replay crew, let us know what you think in the comment box down below after the video. Should the family go after Upchurch when Upchurch was the only one willing to put up that big money? And just think about it. Upchurch has already almost $200,000 in before the lawsuit.
Right.
And so let me know in the comment box after this
The
video.
question is, though, is they're suing for defamation.
Yeah.
And if you look at the definition of defamation in the Black's Law Dictionary, the one that all the law people go by, it's literally a loss of monetary income. And
but they're saying that's why they're saying his Creek Squad attacked the hotel. That's
they
why they're
did
using
not.
that.
See,
But that's
they will
what
have to
they're
prove
saying.
that.
That's what they're saying, and they lost money in this hotel. That's where the loss of income has came in, is through the lodge. And I don't believe that to be true myself. I think the internet may have been attacking that lodge because everybody was into it on the internet. But I don't think you single out one group and say this group of people was attacking the lodge.
Think about it, though. After he said what he said, both of us like him, and I buy some of his music, whatever. But I thought, well, damn, he shouldn't have said that, and I kind of felt bad for them. So, like, anybody in their right mind wouldn't have heard what he said and instantly been like, "Oh, let's go attack these people." Like, instant reaction for me would be to feel bad, even more bad for these people. They just lost their child, and here this celebrity is saying whatever, she didn't exist. I felt bad for the people. I would have never thought to go attack them or take away from their business. I don't think anybody.
Yeah, but he didn't really
like that.
He didn't attack the family. He didn't never really contact the family. He wasn't reaching out to the family. He was just doing shit on the internet, talking about it like everybody else was. He was just saying his opinion was she didn't exist. Some people's opinion was she was kidnapped. Some people's opinion was she was murdered. Some people's opinion was she was at the bottom of that lake. There was a lot of shit being thrown around out there, and like,
but I mean, if he wasn't attacking them, why would his fan club go to attack them? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, why ain't they suing people that were went after like the kids? Remember how many people on the internet went after the kids?
Oh yeah.
Like Sammy, how many people accused Sammy and things of that nature? Why ain't any of them people being held for what they did? You know?
I don't know.
But you go after the person that was trying to really help your family. I think really what I think should happen is the family and church should sit down in a room together and have a talk. And I honestly think that would handle everything, just everything right there, and just not without no courts, just sit down in a room with the family and y'all have a talk.
I don't think it's possible because the rumor is that they're not wanting to settle because according to them, it's not about the money. It's like the principle or whatever, but
it's about the money.
Exactly, because he's the only one out of the bunch that had the most money, and so they literally nitpicked and picked on him now because he's the one that said the shit he said on his platform. He's the one that said the money.
There was a lot of people saying back. They had some idiot, crazy people out there. Anybody with a Walmart computer was saying crazy stuff.
I know.
So why not go? You know what I'm saying? You go after the dude with the money. It kind of signals that, hey, this may be about money. They're saying it's about money because they're saying it's about losses to the lodge. So for me to sit here and say this is about money is exactly about money because that's what they're stating it's about. It's a losses to that lodge because that lodge was attacked by Creek squatters, which I don't believe. I believe it was attacked by people on the internet. Was it possible that some of them could have been Creek squatters? Yeah, but they could have been other channels and this channel, that channel. You know what I'm saying? There was a million true crime channels.
I would want to see the proof of their insinuated attacks because I don't see anybody that like.
Well,
the place was in a rural area of.
They're blaming that dude, that weird ass dude, the All American Cartel dude, and he is strange. They're blaming him a lot of stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? And that dude church probably never met that dude a day in his life.
Yeah, no.
You know? This is
I
just
thought they weren't even friendly with each other.
It's just some weird ass dude that attached his name to Upchurch, and now church is
Lord.
He can't control what people do on the internet. Like I can't control what people. Nobody can control, but they're
right because you have people that come up on your show and people think y'all are best friends, like y'all talk all day every day, and it's like no, that's the internet. I don't know.
Yeah. So hopefully it all works out for him and the family. And they come to some type of agreement where it don't have to get drug into court. And because it drags into court, think about it. Then it goes right back into the media, right? The internet goes crazy about it again. Everybody's talking about your daughter. They're talking about the court case. They're talking about what's being done, how much he's being sued for. it just seems like it's bringing up a lot of bad things as a family. I wouldn't want to relive or
I gotta make sure that we touch on the whole part of that video that we're not even mentioning. He said something to the likes of they came to his house and it was higher ups that were involved. What did you think about that part?
I don't know. That's where it got a little UFO-ish.
Yeah.
I still think Xana May is a KGB spy. Allegedly.
Dude,
Okay.
Jimmy, don't she worked
I
for
ain't
Nat
feeding
like
into it. I ain't feeding into. I'm just saying
I'm not
allegedly
even going in.
she may be KGB.
I can't have this conversation.
She's something. She's damn sure in a James Bond movie, if nothing else.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
I agree. I agree. But the fact that he basically made it sound like there's higher ups involved and that he may tell it, and once he tells it, is he going to be afraid of his safety? I think it sounded.
I ain't telling nothing. Dolly don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that knows anything in this world, they
I
get
know
nothing.
nothing.
Okay, I
I
know
don't know a
nothing about
thing. Yeah.
nothing. Okay? Church, don't tell me you ain't getting me a kill along with you. Okay, I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know either.
But I just like it's like bringing up things that as a family, I know if it was me, I would want to move past it and heal. And bringing this stuff back up wouldn't allow you to really heal. Me,
Yeah.
I can't speak for their family because this might be what's right for them. They feel is right, and that's all that matters to their family. This is just my opinion. I'm stating. You know, they have the right to do whatever the hell they want. If it upset them, it upset them. But to me, maybe it would upset me too. But then when I sat back and thought about it, when I would sit back and think about it, I'd be like, well, man, maybe this dude's a little bit of an idiot, but he was honestly trying to help.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but some of the things he said, if it ain't, he's wrong, then it's idiotic. If he's right, it's genius. You know what I'm saying? That's a chance you take sometimes from being
a hit or miss.
A dumbass or a genius. It's a thin line. It's a real thin line. And hopefully it works out.
It's a hit or miss.
All right, what about this Lindsay Shiver?
Oh, her story is funny because she was the wealthy wife of the football star or the prior football star that tried to hire a hitman, and she was arrested in the Bahamas, and she had just recently gotten let out on bail, but she was seen in like paparazzi like photos with her Cartier bracelet, and the bracelet basically is like a it was modeled after the old times of like a chastity belt. And so there's a special key that you have to have in order to get this bracelet to come off. It's an $11,900 bracelet.
Wow.
So the entire time she was in jail, they couldn't take this bracelet off of her.
Why? Because they would destroy it? I know. I thought they're both.
It doesn't come off. It doesn't come off.
It doesn't come off. So she's walking around the jail with some $14,000 bracelet on in the jail.
11,900. Yes.
Oh Lord.
Yes. And it's probably something her husband gave her. Like it symbolizes something like a chastity belt.
Yeah.
And so she's locked in. She's locked into this bracelet. I don't know. It was just a topic of the internet stories that I got into, but they got released out on bond because she had to wait until she had a permanent residency on the island, and so I guess she had rented a property and was able to show a lease, and so they let her out. But she's got a curfew and she's got to stay on the island in the Bahamas until her court date October 5th. So
oh Lord,
gotta
stay in the Bahamas.
Oh, no. She's living her worst life.
Coming to, that's where I want to be locked down at Bahamas. Maybe we need to do something to get in trouble so we can get some Bahama time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so we went over Rex. What is this? Summer Wells. I know it was a phone call we were talking about Dom Wells being at the house.
Well, no, I just wanted to kind of focus on the point of all of the information basically we've gotten so far, I feel, is from the Wells, and there's certain things that Don has said himself that show you how flawed the storyline is, and that was part of what I would show to prove that is that little clip. But he basically was told that he was at the house that day until 3, and then there was that incident of the red truck where you could clearly see that he's in a different vehicle, not the Subaru. Just parts of the story is so flawed, and it's hard to put together a timeline when you don't have a start point.
Yeah. It seems strange to hear Don, you know, misspeak or something and say some things like he was at the house. It makes him sound like he was there. And then he'll call Candace a liar. Not only that, but we heard Hunter say the same thing, that at some point Don was at that house. And Don had, in that call, he also said he had worked late that night. There's a possibility that he overslept.
He said that he worked late that night because he talked to Candace and they were picking up a prescription, and he figured that they would be out, so he didn't need to come home since they were going to be out, which doesn't sound to me like family man Don is worried that his family's going to be at home or not at home, so he's basing his work stay on whether or not he's going to come home and be a family man.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. And I'm thinking that there is some possibility that Don was there, and wherever they left. I'd like to talk to Jody Sue Brown about that. I wonder if she's seen him any other time that day.
Robin said, yeah, why would Don call and say some weird guy was on the property that day? That was Hunter's story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Hunter told, that
Yeah.
that there was a strange man up there that had been creeping on the boys.
Yeah.
That seems a little weird. Like, where did Hunter come up with that at?
Exactly. It's not like a story that you would make up, but you know, clearly they all lie a little bit, so you gotta really
All of them, I believe too. I
Yeah.
believe Allie's, you know, she lies. I believe she lies to cover Hunter, though, you know, because, and I think Hunter lies to cover Candace, and I think Hunter knows something, because right after Summer went missing, you notice Candace, she went to Hunter and told Hunter. Why would you go tell some kid? You going to go out your way to go tell him Summer's missing?
Yeah.
Right? That seems strange. And then, you know, when Hunter talked to the police, Candace immediately came over to the house.
And what did you say?
Yeah, and confronted Hunter about what'd you say. And here's where Allie lies. She says she was on the toilet taking a deuce. Okay.
No.
Trigger warning, people. Trigger warning on the deuce. Right. So she was, you know, she was dropping the bowl, and she couldn't get out there in time. I think that's a lie.
I do too.
Are
there
you
ain't no way you're gonna let your kids stand out there and talk to. No, there ain't no way.
Just left talking to the FBI. Yeah, there ain't no way. And then you remember the rumors of Hunter coming home and he was shaking, he was scared.
He's never been the same ever since.
And yeah, and things of that nature. And
yeah.
And you know, Candace lying. You know, we know she bought him that alcohol, and I believe that it ain't the first time that Hunter had been drinking. As a matter of fact, remember I had asked Candace, I was like, did Hunter drink before that? And she was like, yeah. She kind of insinuated that he had already been doing that type of shit anyway. This ain't nothing new. Like, that ain't the first Mike's Hard Lemonade or Twisted Tea he's drank. Okay. That his family kind of okays it. And that's why she thinks it was okay in her mind. Okay. Because he's already doing it. And she's just going along with what he's already doing. It's what I took from Candace. You know, that wasn't her exact wording, but that's what I took from what she was saying. Because when I was like, yeah, he be partying like that before this shit, and she was like, yeah. So that's the kind of impression I got from the conversation with Candace. So it ain't like hitting the first Mike Twisted Tea this boy has ever had in his life.
Yeah, but to me, I gathered that too. But to me, it was like, well, who's the one that started him on the habit? Was you? Like, cause
probably his mama. They all drunks and shit. It's the Tennessee Hills.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
You'd be surprised what, you know, people think that parents don't influence their kids in bad directions. They do.
No, I know.
Some parents don't have a problem at all. Some people don't have a problem giving alcohol to kids.
No,
they don't have giving cigarettes and weed.
I had one of my best friends' mom was that mom.
Huh?
One of my best friend's mom was that mom. So
see, they out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Thank you, Dolly, and it's taught me a few things. Crazy Daisy. Okay, hold on one second. I just had some technical problems here. All right, I'm back. My screen went black. So did we touch on everything that we needed to touch on tonight, PJ?
Yeah, that's what I had down.
Just basically on the Summer Wells stuff is the timeline is bullshit. Is we didn't come to that conclusion.
It's like we need to start over.
Yeah, because the timeline we got is all made up from Don and Candace, right? And if Don and Candace made the timeline and they got something to do with it, then we don't know if Summer Wells was missing for 20 minutes.
I think they
2 hours,
that,
4 hours. The only thing they got is that that TBI determined she was alive at the Sonics earlier that day. But from that point on, we don't know exactly what happened and who was there and who could have took who where. That's all on them from that point. Because the TBI came out and said they had a verification of life and they went to 2 places that would have had cameras. That Sonic that we visit and that Walgreens that we visit. Them are the 2 places with the cameras. So at some point when they left there, they knew Summer Wells was alive when she left Warrior's Path. All right. Because a lot of people.
How did they know that though? If she was just in the vehicle, I mean, did they see the child get out of the car?
Maybe they seen her moving around in the vehicle.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? And so, okay, yeah, there's a kid in the car. It's moving around. She's alive. You know, so at some point they determined the TBI now that Summer was there that day and she was alive at this time. Now that time is earlier than the timelines we're given. That time was around earlier in the morning, around 11 or 12 or something like that. So from that time frame, that's where the timeline starts, is from where there is a verification that Summer Wells is alive. Because that's the last really thing we got to go on. And that is earlier that morning. Okay. This 6 o'clock on the hill shit. They had from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock for that kid to come up missing or wherever that kid was at. So they had hours.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway.
That's a good question. Why do you think they never gave Hunter back?
I don't know.
And how do we know they didn't give him his phone back? See, that's what it's like. We don't have a update from the cops.
There's rumors too on that phone I could talk about forever. There's another phone, and I've had people personally tell me about this other phone and things of this nature that were friends with Candace and things. There were some other phones in play, but that would take forever. I mean, I'd be here talking about it all night.
And that's where this case gets so muddied, is there's so much there.
How these phones tie into things, and how when she got one phone took, she wanted to buy another phone, and they had these other phones, and they got fucking stash phones. There's a lot of phones for somebody that lives. Why you need so many phones unless you're a drug dealer, or it's weird for people to have 15 phones.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some people, maybe not. I don't know. It's a little
There's
odd.
a song about it. I got 2 phones.
I got 2 phones. Okay. So look, I'm going to post a link. We want to see some new faces tonight. Okay. Come up, join us. Anything that we talked about tonight, from Summer Wells to Rex to Lil Tay and her faking ass. And, but this is the link to get into the room. And like I said, we're going to bring people in one at a time. Me and PJ don't have much longer because we're already running in about 50 minutes. So let's get this link up. Come on up, guys. Say hello. And make sure, if you haven't, give this video a like. PJ, we trying to hit 1,000? We trying to hit 1,000 likes?
Yes.
I think we can do it.
I'll give Lola a greenie.
You'll give her a greenie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her favorite.
Lolo will get a greenie. All right. Lolo will get a greenie. All right. We got the man himself. And he got his pink shirt on. Mab.
With the pink shirt on.
Hey, Mab.
What's going
on? Nothing. You're like a kung fu movie.
I want to say first, prayers to Dumpling and Huntress. They're going through some shit.
Prayers to Dumpling and Huntress. They're going through some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
And the girl that had the baby in the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
she knew damn well she was pregnant.
Yeah, I think so too. I ain't a woman, so I can't say 100, but I would think she would know. Okay.
I
Mrs.
wish I
Mapp-
would have gotten that picture of her in her cheerleading outfit. Like, you literally can't. There's
I
no
know.
other explanation. None.
None.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
And
she's
she deliberately locked herself in there. I think there was pressure from
did.
the mother or something that she was going to be in trouble for having a kid. I don't know. There was some.
That's
well,
what
she's
that's
19 years
exactly
old.
what
It
I
ain't
got
like
out of
she's
it.
a baby. It's like she's trying to hide it
Yeah,
from her
but
parents, but she's 19.
I would still be afraid of my mom right now. Like, there's different dynamics in different households. Like, I could totally see. That's the vibe that I felt just from
But your
their
mom would be
interaction.
like, your mom was like a villain from a James Bond movie, like anime.
Stop! You could be
Okay.
watching right now. You stop it.
Okay. PJ.
I'm gonna tell her.
Okay.
Yeah. And then suing the hospital is ridiculous.
It is.
She locked herself in that room. She had the baby. She put it in a bag and suffocated it.
That's horrible.
And then
Isn't
put
it?
the
Acted
brand new
like-
bag on top of it, like it didn't happen.
Yeah, and act like nothing's going on.
That's
It's murder.
so disturbing. It's murder for sure. And then she's like, nothing was crying. What?
How you
I
supposed
can't.
to cry when you got it buried in a trash can?
You're in the
Seriously.
hospital. You have a baby. Open the
It
door
could
and
have
scream,
saved it if it
help.
wasn't dying. It's disgusting. I can't. 19 years old. She should know better.
Yeah. And the Rex Huberman, it's either a buccal swab or a buccal swab. It's buccal. Mrs.
I
Mapp
thought it
says
was buckle.
I believe
Mrs.
Mrs. Mab.
It is
Mrs.
buckle.
Mapp says buccal because she's into all this medical stuff. It's dental. stuff.
Let them know, Mrs. Mab. Let them know.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
You tell
Mrs.
him.
Mapp, where are you?
Tell him to make a video about it so he don't get kicked off the island.
Yeah, I'll be kicked off soon, probably.
I
No, I'm
thought-
going to serve.
I thought you was teaming up and doing videos with Paper Cut Tina.
That's
I'm gonna
actually
email
really
her.
true.
I had
Hospital
to give-
bathrooms do have that emergency button, and the hospitals actually have that emergency pull cord. So, like, if
In
you
the
literally
bathroom.
didn't know that you were giving birth, and like, oh look, there's a baby here. That should be the first thing that you would have done.
Yeah,
is
the
friggin'
panic
pull that
buttons.
daggone cord. Yes.
Yeah, in
Instead,
the
she locked
bathrooms.
herself in the bathroom. I mean, there's
And they
no
had to
excuse
force
for it.
her out. They had to force their way in and force her
Yes,
out.
they
the
had to go
bathroom,
get the
too.
key to get her out. Yes.
Yep. I had to give the kitty some medicine. So,
Oh Lord.
but it's buckle.
Buckle.
It's
Oh.
buckle.
Buckle.
We got it
Well, I'm trying to stay away from any swabs.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It'll be
boy.
easier.
Especially the ones that are
easier
connected to child support.
Even if he tries to resist, you just stick it in his mouth and scrub it around, you know.
Or you just wait for him to eat or drink something.
Well, I
Should
mean,
be easy.
if I was him, I would just give up the DNA because he's done anyway. Rex is done. You
He's
know,
been court ordered for the DNA, so he's not going to be able to not give it.
Yeah. You can't
What-
not give it.
well, he can not give it and they can take it. All he has to do is be like, I ain't doing shit. You come in the cell, I'm going to headbutt you.
Hmm.
Then
6'4", 6'7".
Then they'll send in like the insert team and then they'll pull them out, strap them down, and take it.
Yeah.
And I think this
That's true.
lawsuit against Upchurch is a total money grab.
I mean, I don't know if it's a 100% money grab. I don't want to
It
say
is.
it's
Yes, you
exactly a money
do.
grab. It's money grab-ish. I'll say
If
that.
it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck.
It's done.
It's a duck.
Thank you.
Yeah, some of the things he shouldn't have said, but like like I said, if he was doing something to hurt the family, then I would say, yeah, go after him. But he wasn't. He wasn't trying to hurt the family. He wasn't like harassing them. He wasn't sending them messages. He wasn't
I was
calling
trying to
them.
help them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Donated $100,000 to a pedo
And a car.
and
Yeah.
gave Doug a Hellcat.
Yeah. Damn. They were loving it. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the press and money they made. And think about this. They tragedy pimped the hell out Kylie Rodney's death. AWP
they did.
did.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
had-
Yeah, they
Kinda
did. They really
baseball.
did.
yeah,
Nobody
Tony
bitched
Dodge
about
and-
nobody bitched about AWP putting that
Yes, they
behind.
did.
A
Yes,
little
they
bit,
did.
but they should have been
Mm.
that should have been a little
Oh,
more
yeah,
outrage about that.
they did bang on AWP for putting out that video.
Yeah, but I mean, they put it behind a paywall, and then when they did put it out, they
Yep.
monetized the shit out of it, promoted their damn everything they had. It was a big ass commercial for AWP.
Yeah.
That's a little. That is 100% like that's tragedy pimping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Like on a
Yep.
major level. Like,
But
think about how much money they made off of YouTube alone. Just an ad.
God.
the
They,
evidence.
no, it was behind a membership, and membership was $6.99 because I debated doing it. I remember specifically. So they literally got God knows how many new members at $6.99. If not just for the 1 month.
Yeah, you talking
They
probably
made a
hundreds of
killing.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
And the
they
one
made-
dude said Jarrett had so much damn money in the RV that it was falling out the doors. He would jam it.
Yeah, he had it packed in his little door thing.
Yeah, because he said people on the side of the road would pull over and be like, thank them for what they were doing and give them money. And he didn't even need the money, but he would
That's
just take it.
crazy.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, that guy.
Yeah, the kid that worked for him said that was the most money he had ever seen, what he had jammed up in the doors that
Josh.
he would just give him. Yeah. That was his
Incredible.
change. That was his spare money to him. Like, you know, but I guess he's selling,
Yeah.
you know, he sold a lot of stuff and made a lot of money.
M said if they aren't doing it for money, why aren't they asking for a public apology?
Well, the whole thing with AWP is I was into it at first, but then it became like a Hollywood production to get the money shot.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
parents crying or
Yeah.
what have you. And
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that
think-
kid is good. I hate to say it, he's good. I mean, he
Who
does.
Jared.
Carlson McMasters.
Yeah, Carlson McMaster, Josh Cantu, Doug
That
Bishop.
kid is good at what he does. That
Mhm.
dude is good at what he does.
It was a
His
good
footage is
production.
Good. I mean, he did it in like
Carlton left, right?
days. They
Didn't
all
they all leave?
they all
Yeah.
left.
They all left, yeah.
They're all new dudes now with Jared.
I like Doug's new thing, United something.
Yeah, see, we don't even know the name of it, so that's all we know.
Yep, they sold window breaking tools for being trapped underwater. I got suckered into getting those for Christmas. Yep.
Yep,
They
you
made
got it.
out.
I got
They
a,
made out.
He's
I
a
got a
millionaire.
flashlight with a
Easily.
window
He's
breaking
easily a
tool.
millionaire.
I got a flashlight with a window breaking tool. It's strapped to my shifter so that if I'm upside down or in the water, I can still grab it and break a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Nav has one too.
All right. Well,
But that
ain't had. Don't
whole
drive
Dolly
off the road.
Rodney case was sus to me.
The which
You
one?
know,
Which one?
Dolly Rodney.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was sus to me. You had like Tony Dodge, Santa
Rest-
Mae. the
rest in
CIA
peace to that girl. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Real Piscine Predator Creek Squad, Turtle Gang for life.
Thank you.
Rest in peace to Callie Rodney.
Yeah.
There's strange things. I don't know why there was a James Bond agent in play and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Floating a kayak right over the
I think-
car.
what solves this
And
more
then
than
tell them the dog
anything
that we're here.
is put him in a room with the parents and they sit down and talk. I think that would
Yeah.
solve everything. I mean, it's just why turn it into
Yeah.
a big media circus, a big internet thing, and rehash all these old things and have to relive it. You know, just sit down with that man and y'all have a talk. And I think Church is a humble person. He'll realize.
You've got a heart of gold.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for that man. I just think if they get them all in a room together, he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, he's saying that he's not even been served for this case. So,
Well, he got 37 addresses. They got to figure out which houses are his and which ones are
oh,
his mom's.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? They're still trying to figure out which houses he owns. How they going to serve?
Ghost ranch, so you can't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have
That's-
houses. They're serving shit he don't even know about. Okay, he got a subpoena on the door of a house he owns he don't even know. Feel like, whose
Somebody
house
else-
is that? Be like, man,
that's
we've been trying to
too
figure that
soon.
out for 6 months. Ain't nobody lived there in
It's-
6 months. It's a mansion.
It's too
Empty.
soon for that joke.
Okay, too soon. All right.
I didn't.
I
Yeah,
tried.
I didn't want to watch that
Well, I don't
court
wanna
case
take-
with him and his mom. That was sad.
Huh?
I don't want to take too much of your time.
All right, man. You be good.
I
Thanks
want
for
to see
coming
new
up.
faces and I'm not a new face.
All right, Mab, Mrs. Mab.
Peace.
Good night,
All
you
right,
guys.
Bye.
All right, so that was Mab and Mrs. Mab. Well, that's a new face, Mrs. Mab. Not real new, but newish. Okay.
Mrs. Mab has perfect teeth, and I'm jealous.
Perfect teeth. I know she has the big white ones. Okay. Anyway,
Mhm.
PJ, our hour is up with the beautiful people here on YouTube.
What?
It flew by that quick.
How many likes do we have?
I don't know how many likes we got. We got
Well, look at it.
646 people watching. I can't
Somebody
look.
in chat, tell me how many likes we got. I'm gonna rage quit.
Now, replay crew, don't let us down. You can get PJ to 1,000. Okay. You can get her to 1,000. Let's see if we can hit the magic. That we were really close in our last video. And thank you for guys that have been watching, sharing, all that stuff. And
463. We didn't even get to 500.
we didn't get to 5. Oh my God.
You
Okay,
better
but
start being dramatic. Oh my god.
no. Replay crew is the bomb. Replay crew never lets us down. Okay. Replay crew won't let us down. They're gonna come through. They're gonna look at these numbers and they're gonna represent. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna see who's better. We want to see if the live crew is better or if the replay crew is better. There's a party over here, ain't shit over there. Okay. See, these are your people, the live people. My people are the replay crew. I'm counting on my replay crew. Okay. You were late to the date, but you still came and showed up. All right. I'm counting on them people. All right. Don't forget to answer our questions, because people that answer a question in this video, we're going to give something away in the next one. How about that, PJ? Can we do that? Can I give something else away?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody that leaves a comment under this video to one of the questions I asked, or any damn thing else,
You asked about 15 different questions, but yeah.
I asked a lot of stuff. I got a lot to say. Okay. A lot to say. So drop a comment.
Grandma's Zone wants to know why we can't go past an hour. It's because I have to work in the morning.
PJ has to work. I will be back later tonight on Dolly Uncensored to just shoot the shit type things. But
Are you
PJ
gonna erase that one too?
I don't know, maybe.
Why do you do those? And we can't.
Well, they're not. They're not. So anybody that thinks the videos are like deleted and you can't watch them, you can always go onto the Facebook group and they are always
I forgot about the Facebook group
there. The videos are never deleted. Okay. If you don't have to be a member, you just have to join the Facebook group. If you see a video Dolly took down, I don't never take them down off Facebook. Okay. For all these people that think Dolly dirty deletes things, I just clean up my YouTube so it's not a bunch of
that makes sense.
drama and things of that nature. So when people come here and they're looking for true crime, they can find true crime and not me talking about this YouTuber and that YouTuber and that YouTuber.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I do it. But some people think, oh, he deletes the videos because he don't want people to see it. No, they're still in my group. They're still on my Facebook. They're always still there. So if you see something that's gone and you're like, I didn't get to finish watching it, join the Facebook group, become a member, Dolly Vision on Facebook group. There's a couple questions you got to answer.
Yes, you have to answer or else you're not getting approved. And if you answer yes to every question that has an actual question in it, not a yes or no question, you're going to get blocked. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
We want real people. So if you can't take the time to read the damn question, we don't think you're going to take time to really interact and be a part of the group anyway. So make sure you answer the questions. There's probably something stupid, like, I don't know. But just answer it, and that'll get you in the group. And then you can always watch the damn videos, okay? So PJ, you take the videos down. You should have known it's in the Facebook group.
I did. I'm tired. I'm not 100%.
All right, well, look. You guys have been awesome tonight. It was good seeing every last single one of you. And we, of course, will see you tomorrow. All right, right, PJ? Is it tomorrow?
Friday, maybe.
Maybe tomorrow. Okay? We may see you tomorrow, but I will definitely see you tonight. So make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and if you're super cool, share it, because we're picking somebody to give something away awesome to.
If I get 1,000 likes, I'll come on tomorrow.
And y'all heard it. If PJ gets 1,000 likes, we will do a true crime on a Friday. Okay. After dinner, we will come. Okay, because I want some barbecue chicken and some rolls with the butter. I'm talking about the good rolls. The good rolls, people. All right. Dolly loves you. PJ does too. Lolo would bite you, but she's still cool.
Would.
We will see you later. Until then, peace.
Classical.